medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in to LTN Coast to Coast and globally. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and however you may be staying safe. And I hope that you are distancing, physical distancing, wearing your mask, avoiding large crowds, not going to motorcycle rallies in Sturgis where there'll be 250,000 people, going to the beach where, I don't know, hanging out at the Seagull Bar or something. Don't want to do those things. I'm just saying.
At least the beach is a little, very slightly easier to social distance at than a event with 250,000 people. I cannot even believe that can legally happen.
It's gonna.
Outrageous.
And people will show up.
They will.
100%. Motorcycle enthusiasts are exactly that, enthusiastic.
Yes, they are a group of their own, and that is not saying anything bad. They are just their own group and follow their own rules.
It's quite a mixture. You got everything from gangsters to bankers.
True. It is very true.
It is the oddest collection of backgrounds, and they all seem to get along. I guess I've never been to one.
My mom
I think they all have a what?
Go ahead. My mom has a really good friend who is a biker. But you would have no idea meeting her. You know, she wears all the Harley gear. She wears the leather. She goes to all these biker events, and she's a ER nurse. Like, that's her job during the week is she's an ER nurse. And you would never guess that by meeting her when she's with her biker. So funny. Like, people in the biker community are really from all walks.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, gangsters to bankers.
To ER nurses.
I don't want those people to get sick. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. They can't do this. They're putting themselves and their family at risk. You can't put 250,000 people at some rally and expect something with conditions on the ground the way they are with this virus. And there's an uptick in that area in South Dakota too with the virus. And so I don't know. The point is, it really is a metaphor as to, what people shouldn't do. I mean, you talk about rebellious. I mean, there's a time to be rebellious, and then there's a time to, say, you know what, and be prudent and say, maybe on another day, not today. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't want to be that friend, but be that friend. Be the friend who stands up and is like, listen, this might be a bad idea. We shouldn't do this. But it's like nobody wants to be that person. And I don't get why, because I will be the first person in a friend group. Like, it recently just happened to me. I got invited to a lunch/dinner cruise for a friend's birthday, and I haven't seen her since quarantine started. And I understand it's her birthday. She wants to get out, but I don't want to go sit on an enclosed small boat eating buffet style lunches with a bunch of people. Like, no. And I wrote that back. I was like, I'm sorry, that just does not seem like the best idea right now. Not only did I say I don't want to go, I said I don't think that's the best idea. Like, maybe come up with something. And I am not afraid to be that person who steps up and is like, this is not a good idea.
Good for you, Katie. And that's the way it should be. I was thinking about you, and you're a young woman, and I know you don't have children, but I wanted to get your take because I know you reflect on things and think about ideas and whatnot and issues. Let's assume for a moment that you had a couple of kids, and one was in second grade, one was in fifth grade. Would you feel comfortable, and you're living in Florida where you are right now, in the school district that you live in, would you feel comfortable in sending those two youngsters to school?
That's tough. But no, I don't think so. Because I've seen how successful students can be learning from home in their own environments. Like my niece is going through it right now. I don't think I would want to. We had
There's not one since. Go ahead, Katie.
we
Go
had
ahead.
someone on our morning show this morning. I work down the hall. We have a morning show, and some woman was on, and she was like, kids are kids. They trade everything. They're gonna be in school. They're gonna be swapping masks because this one's cooler than this one, and they're gonna be swapping things. And that's so true. And that's not something I even thought about. I thought about how they're not gonna want to wear them, or it's gonna drive them crazy, or they're not gonna get to do all their activities. But that's another true thing. Kids will be kids, and kids love to trade things, and that is just not. You're giving them something else to use as a toy, and it's not their fault. It's not the kids' fault, but true. Another factor that I didn't even think of.
Well, that's a mom's insight. See,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
mother speaking. She knows, and she's right. When we were in school, we did that all the time. We traded stuff,
Oh,
whether it
yeah.
was yo-yos, pea shooters, whatever we had.
Anything.
We everything. And she's right. And you can imagine these kids. I want to trade masks, and they take them off, and then they put them back. They trade them, and then they put them on. The other person just had that mask on. Now you're wearing it.
And imagine
And
picking your kid up from school and seeing them with a mask you did not send them to school with. You're going to be like, oh, this is awful. I would rather just
Mhm.
avoid it altogether and do my best to teach the students at home.
Yesterday we had a call. Remember, it was at the end of the show. You remember the woman that called from up in the Northeast? Do you recall that
Cecilia,
caller, Cecilia? I thought about her.
New Brunswick, Maine.
Yes, I thought about her. You know, she's in the fight for her life, and I could hear she was a submariner. She was a sailor, and if I understood her correctly, she was a career service person. I think did she say 20 years? If I remember.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember that part.
And then I was thinking, being on submarines, I wonder. She's had breast cancer in both breasts, if I remember. And I just wonder if being on submarines was a contributing factor. I just wonder. I wanted to ask her that yesterday, didn't have time. But I thought about her, and I thought, there's so many people such as Cecilia who serve their country, they do their job, they're just good people, they go to work, and they find themselves caught up in a battle for their life, and sometimes they get forgotten and they get pushed aside. Um, I've seen all that, and it's I don't know. We're living in such a bizarre moment, and it's people like Cecilia that remind me to stay focused and stay grounded, and to put my energy and put my heart and my thoughts in a place that are going to serve people better, because you can get sucked into that vortex of you know um I don't know what to call it. It's nasty. It is so nasty. People impolite to one another, acrimony, and whatnot. God, that's just so ugly to me. It brings out the worst in people, and we're seeing it right before our eyes. And I would have thought that a crisis of this magnitude that we're in would have united people. And what it has done is divided people. And that is heartbreaking to me. Heartbreaking. By the way, I appreciated her compliment. So I'm the magician and you're my assistant. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only 2 ways a body burns fat, through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of the nationally syndicated, globally streamed health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. Military personnel and first responders get an additional 10% off on already discounted prices. VDC even offers case discounts. Then get connected with VDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Dr. Sally Bird is our guest today. Always enjoying having Dr. Bird on. I presume she's still up there sheltering in place. Well, I'll have to ask her. I know that she gets out. Many of my friends and colleagues that are in the natural products industry are back out in the field, working, traveling, and of course that puts them at risk. But we'll have to see. I had a caller. Katie was telling me that was asking about resveratrol, and would I recommend a company that? There's a lot of companies that make resveratrol. Natural Factors is a good company. They make their resveratrol is pretty good. Natural Factors. Um, I was thinking about Jarrow formulas. I'll have to check and see if they have a. Katie, could you get a moment? I know you're busy.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
There's a. If you could go to Jarrow formulas and see if they have a resveratrol freestanding,
Okay.
because those two companies, their formulations, I trust them. Because they're supplement makers. They are truly supplement companies. But I know I used to use Natural Factors resveratrol. And back in the day when Michael Murray was with them, he would always promote it. Yeah. So that's the first one. That was my most first response.
They do.
Yeah.
The
So either
resveratrol.
one of those companies, I don't know the caller's name, but either one of those companies would be fine. 'Cause
Jarrow, it's a capsule. I don't know if that's standard, but with on the Jarrow, if you go to jarrow.com, it is a resveratrol. It's a capsule. There's 120 capsules.
Yeah. Natural Factors has a capsule as well, but resveratrol is an interesting antioxidant compound. Some people it made a reputation. Oh, you find it in wine, and I always joke. I said to get the therapeutic dose that you need, you become an alcoholic. you know, it may be in wine, but you're not going to be able to drink enough wine to get what you need. You can just take a capsule. Um, Nevertheless, appreciate the call, and I'm glad I could provide an answer. Dr. Sally Bird is our guest. Dr. Bird, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. And I know you don't get your resveratrol by pounding down a quart of wine.
No. Oh.
A quart's a bit much.
How are you? How you doing, Dr.
I'm
Bird?
doing terrific. It's another great day. We're very blessed that the hurricane didn't have any real damage in Florida, and every day is a new day. Very grateful to be alive.
100%. 100%.
And healthy.
Yeah, and several weeks ago, I was already thinking about this back to school for these kids
Yes.
of all ages. And back several weeks, and I'm always on. Listen, there's no place for me to hide. When I say something on air, it's memorialized. My God, we got it on videotape, audio tape, Scotch tape, any other kind of any other kind of tape you can think of. Uh, we have it, and I'm on record. I was on record as saying back then. I said, and everybody was all jazzed up about sending kids back to school, and I'm thinking, really, really. And I said, woe betide, woe betide that individual that encourages back to school, and we start seeing kids get sick and die. That's going to be a horrible day. And so now we're in a place where it looks like people are, moms are really saying, I don't think so. I don't want to do this. And it's an interesting moment. Up in St. Augustine, what's it like up there for back to school? Do you know?
They're still trying to decide. However, one important fact that everybody seems to be overlooking is why don't we work on our immune system? Things that you talk about every single day on your show. And if we could put together little immune packs, recommendations, not just zinc, but some other things, so that people are going to stay well whether they come in contact with somebody who's sick or not. And this is something that's been on my heart, Doc, because if I had the money, I would make these immune packs for the kids, so if they have to go to school, they're not going to get sick anyway. Or even the teachers need to take better care of themselves. We're not talking about daily care with natural medicine that we have, and to eat better and to, maybe reduce alcohol consumption and improve your diet. I mean, these are basic things. So America needs to boost its immune system, however we can do it. And we need funds to really have kids on a multi. Yes, they should have a silver lozenge or something with silver in it, or some vitamin C or D. They need things, even if it's gummies, something to help their immune system stay strong. And all this, everybody who plays in a sport, every teacher, even, our security, people in government, it has to start at the top with nutrition programs for this country. And we could have a set of lists for people that can't afford the supplements. It would be great if some of the money could be deferred to working with, the supplement companies that we love to create daily immune support packs for people.
Yeah, well said. And that's a good idea. And we'll be back. We'll talk some more. That's what we do.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
1250 WHNZ.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So Dr. Sally Bird is our guest today, and in light of what she just said in that opening block with her, if I had some youngsters right now, school-age children, you know what I would do? I would give them a carrot and send them outside in the sun. What am I getting at? What am I getting at? Has he lost his mind? You give him a carrot, and yeah, nice big carrot, clean it nice and say, go outside and play. Here's your carrot. It's a sunny day. Go out and play. Why would I do that? Any takers on that, Katie? Why would I say that? Give them a carrot, send them outside in the sun to play. What am I getting at?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
They can stay
What
healthy.
I'm getting at. Let me see if Dr. Bird she can read my bizarre mind.
I'm sure she
Dr.
will.
Bird, welcome back. What am I getting at when I say that?
Thank you
If
so
I
much.
have two youngsters, I give them a carrot,
That's a good
put them out in the
start.
sun, and say play.
Okay, number one, they're going to have fun. Okay, kids need to have some fun. They need recreation and exercise. Number two, you're giving them vitamin A and
Yep.
fiber in the carrot with some vitamin C, and they're getting some natural vitamin D and sunlight, which is one of the best immune boosters someone can have.
Ding, 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 ding. Give that lady the door prize. Vitamin A and vitamin D with fun. Exactly.
Yep.
Vitamin A and vitamin D. People Dr. Bird, people look for these, what can I do to, and then they try to find some mysterious locked in the safe, deep in the cave, never seen before therapy. Stop doing that. You don't need to do that. It's right in front of you, man. The carrot and the sun. You got vitamin A and vitamin D. They turn out to be incredibly support systems, if you will, for the immune system. Yeah. Does that violate your training?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's,
Vitamin A and
children
vitamin
need
D.
to have fun and they need to eat well, and their
Yeah,
immune systems will go up.
definitely. You get them outside, they're playing, they're in the sun, they're eating their carrot, they're in good shape. How many times I would be a boy, my mother would have an apple ready, stick it in my hand, I run out the door, or a carrot, and I go out to play. She was so smart. There's so many foods that are so portable, right? You can take them with you, and the kids like them, they enjoy them, and yeah, that's what we did as kids. We did okay, Dr. Bird.
And some watermelon right now would help their electrolytes,
Oh,
so that's loaded
yes.
with vitamin C. That would be great for kids.
And she would have, thank you for reminding me. She would have watermelon. She would cut it. Then she, put it in the refrigerator, and it would be all ready to go. And you're ready to bolt out the door to go play. Say, Michael, here. And I have a nice big piece of watermelon and run out the door. How many times did she do that? I mean, yeah, my mother was the best nutritionist I've ever known. As is your mother for you, Dr. Bird.
That's right. That's right.
Your
She
mother's
still
never had a
takes all her
vaccination.
vitamins, eats. Yeah, she's never had a vaccine, Dr. Garko, and she's 80, she'll be 85 in a couple months. And she's very healthy. No medicine, just supplements, and eats well, has fun. You know, she has a garden. That's her therapy. She has a garden, beautiful garden.
So did my mother. Like clockwork. I'd be, be in the house. I'd be sleeping. I'd wake up, and I could hear my mother outside with that little hoe. She'd be turning the soil, planting her flowers or planting her vegetables, and I could hear her early in the morning, first thing. Then a hose would go on, and she'd watering things, and the neighbors would marvel at how she could grow stuff, probably just like your mom. These women were remarkable. You know that?
Yes.
Remarkable.
That's why those community gardens in the cities are very important for people to learn where their food comes from.
Mm-hmm. And I share these stories because at the end of the day, Dr. Bird, and I think you appreciate this, these are the basic, how can I put this, the existential rudiments of life, these simple things, just with respect to nutrition, or living well. Of course, my mother was an Italian immigrant, came from another country, brought that with her. And it was the simplicity of it was what made it work, and how effective the way, like your mom, the food that she made for you kids, and how, and didn't you tell me she would jar stuff and all that?
Oh my gosh, yeah, tomatoes, peaches, green beans, because we had about a half an acre of organic gardens, beehives, a couple of geese. We had gardens galore, herb gardens, flowers. She'd have us eating flowers. She'd can all the vegetables every year because we had 5 kids, so it was also economical. So yes, grew
And
up
I
the
helped
land.
my mother with the mason jars. She would sterilize them. I'd help her.
Yes.
We would be in the kitchen, and all the jars would be lined up on the kitchen table, and we would have, just like your mom. It was either tomatoes one day, peaches another, whatever it was, and then they would be stored. We had a in the basement, this room that was always cold, and they would be stored in there,
Yep.
and they would stay fresh.
That's right.
Yeah, the simplicity of it all. And here we are in the 21st century, and we're struggling to figure out what to do. And I'm just saying, and I share this only to make a point. Don't look so hard for something hard. Look for the simple things. And that's why I enjoy having you on, because you have these same kind of stories that you learned from your mother. All those lessons about nutrition and the way to live, right?
Absolutely. Very grateful. Very grateful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 877-897-8255. I look at these youngsters today and I see them, they got all the computers, they got all the bells and whistles, they have all these things. And I wonder often how happy they are. I wonder. We didn't have much, but my God, were we happy. Enjoyed every minute of it. We'll be back, LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Are you looking for a healthy response to inflammation but have yet to find one? You're not alone. You're looking for Turmeric Power Plus, made by North American Herb & Spice, a leader in the manufacturing of natural dietary supplements. Turmeric Power Plus is not your normal turmeric-based product. No, this potent formula combines wild raw turmeric, oregano oil, along with ginger and rosemary. That's why it's able to support healthy, full-body inflammation response. Turmeric Power Plus is more powerful than curcumin and turmeric supplements alone. To learn more about Turmeric Power Plus, visit your local health food store or our website, oreganol.com. Oreganol.com. That's oregano.com. Act now and feel better today with Turmeric Power Plus from North American Herb & Spice.
You experience the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation. And it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
What is
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020, coast to coast and globally. Wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and however you may be protecting yourself from getting infected, please practice those principles and behaviors that will keep you safe. Dr. Sally Bird is our guest today, an LTN fave for sure. By the way, speaking of your mom, Dr. Bird, did you get to go see her?
We were in Pennsylvania last week and went to Delaware for a prayer conference over the weekend. It was wonderful. She's doing great. We had a good time. We're praying for this country, Doc, because we're in a lot of people got together. There was a mass section and a non-mass section. So it was very good. Very good.
And you took your mom with you?
Absolutely.
Did she wear a mask?
She even had a couple hours at a beach, and there's a really cool airplane museum in Dover, Delaware. It's outside, so it was definitely social distancing. You just couldn't go in the planes. All the World War II planes, all the C-50s, it was fabulous. If anybody likes airplanes, it's really a cool museum.
Did your mom wear a mask, or is she doesn't like the idea?
Okay, Doc. Well, we were at a prayer conference, so we didn't feel the need to wear a mask. We had silver gel on our hands. We put it on our face. We have a silver lozenge. We had silver in us, the wild oregano from Dr. Cass Ingram. We had all of our vitamins. We ate well. And no, we did not wear a mask at the conference. While we're in a hotel, however, you have to wear a mask in the hotel, which we did. When we went to the grocery stores and the restaurants, you have to wear a mask. At these outdoor events like the airplane museum, you don't have to because there's so much, you're not going to get anything because it's a wide open airfield. So
what was it like on the airplane?
There was a mask section. What?
What was it like on the airplane when you traveled?
The airplane was fantastic because I'm a Delta girl because it's just the best fares and things for where I live that I can get out of Jacksonville or Daytona. And Delta's really cool because they don't allow anybody in the middle seat. And if you're on where there's just two seats, there's nobody next to you there either. Even in first class, there's no one next to you. So there's a lot of space on the airplane, which is great. They are sterilizing everything. And the planes seem cleaner than they ever have in all the years I've been traveling. They give you a little pack with a bottle of water and some snacks.
We didn't know how dirty the planes were until they finally cleaned them.
That's it. That's the absolute truth. So it's really an awesome time to fly because the airports aren't crowded. You can find parking. It's you don't get all the amenities if you are a member of any of the airplane clubs and whatnot. They've scaled down. Everything is grab and go now. And but flying was wonderful.
So they're serving.
But you've
Let's
got to
see.
be prepared. You've got to be prepared. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they handed people an egg, a banana, a coconut, and a bag of peanuts. That way, none of those items was touched by human at his side.
They serve Cheez-Its, which, I don't consume wheat products, so I don't eat the Cheez-Its, although a lot of people love them. They have their little cookie, the Biscoff cookie, which is wheat, and the Dasani water, which isn't my favorite. So I would bring on my green tea. I'd get, hot water from the club, the Delta Sky Club, make mate or green tea and have that on board, have my silver lozenges, and just wait till I land.
Of course you did. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
And then I hit a Wegmans. Here we are doing promotions because there's really good grocery stores. Always look for a grocery store if there's not a natural food store to fuel back up with healthy alternatives, with fruits and teas and sliced turkey or whatever you like, olive salad,
Yeah. Well,
good cheese.
what I do when I travel, if I'm in New York, Philadelphia, any of these places where they have like Little Italy, the Italian section of town, I'll go there to the grocery store. I'll just go there to walk in to smell the aroma in the store. I mean, I could stand there forever, and I'll do that. I'll get something. That's where I'll get my food. It's fun to do. 877-897-8255. So you had all your silver. You were armed with the silver, and I'm glad you got to see your mother, and you had a good time with your mom, and you went and you prayed at the prayer, and Lord knows, no pun intended, you need that.
Yes.
So by the way, Dr. Bird, you're on the Magic Show. Did you know that?
No, I had no idea. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yesterday, we had a caller. Where was she from, Katie? New Brunswick, you said? Where'd Katie go? She may be busy.
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick, Maine. And her name was Cecilia. Her name is Cecilia. And she was in the Navy. She was a submariner. And she said, Dr. Garko, you're the magician and you have a wonderful assistant. And I thought, I've been called a lot of things in my life. When you were a professor, students would call you all kind of names. But never referred to as a magician, and I have a wonderful assistant. That's pretty funny, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's cute.
So we got a magic show here.
Thank you for that is.
I'm just trying to find some levity in it all. I know you came on, you wanted to talk something. You're a serious-minded woman, and here I am talking about jarring tomatoes and peaches and whatnot, your mother and what. I don't care. I think it's important to have these conversations because that's what resonates with people. These are the building blocks of life, it seems to me. Yes, this is a health talk show, but it's a show about people's lives. We come back, I promise. We'll get into the silver biotics and all the things that Dr. Bird knows so much about. Love being with you. Love you're there. And love you. We'll be back. Your health is your wealth. We'll be right back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. Tired of not having enough energy to exercise and be physically active? Well, OptiNos from Earth's creation can help recharge your body, the energy it needs to live a physically active lifestyle. OptiNos does 3 things to help energize. First, it increases nitric oxide, which means more oxygen and nutrients flowing to your cells. Second, OptiNos helps create ATP, the body's energy currency. Third, OptiNos reduces lactic acid buildup, which causes exercise-associated muscle soreness. So turn on your body's energy switch, OptiNos. Start living a physically active lifestyle. Get OptiNos at ecsportsusa.com. That's ecsportsusa.com. For a limited time, use promo code EC and get $10 off your first order. Promo code EC. The sooner you use OptiNos, the sooner you will feel better about yourself and your body.
The preceding was a commercial program.
That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. Thanks for tuning in. I had to wait till my computer put me back on at the mercy of the technology. Glad you could be here today. You picked a good day. Stop by the show. Dr. Sally Bird's here. She's not in studio, and neither am I. Still at home. Yes, still at home. 6 months now, I guess. January, February, March. May, June, July, yeah. We're working on it. It's yeah. I have so many thoughts and feelings about that being here. Yeah, and I know you're there too. And many of you, some of you live alone and you haven't had much contact. And I know many people listen to the show. It's a way to connect, right? And I'm grateful that you do that. And today's a good day to connect too, because Dr. Bird's always nice to talk to. She's easy to talk to. Most of the time, I agree with her. Most of the time. Sometimes, I don't know. I have to think about what she's saying. I don't necessarily disagree, but that's not what's important. What's important is ideas have consequences. Ideas and behaviors are just interlocked, and you have to be open to people's ideas. And sometimes, and Dr. Bird is not of this category, sometimes people have ideas that I don't know where they come from, and you have to sit there or stand there or whatever, and sort of listen to it and try not to react, right? The temptation is to push back because it sounds so foolish what they're saying. And during this COVID-19 epidemic and the COVID-19 pandemic and the COVID-19 epidemic in the United States, I've heard a lot of foolish things being said. And trust me, I'm a human being just like you. And some of the things I've heard just violate every bit of training and I've had, every bit of common sense that I think I might have. And I have to sit there and listen to it and evaluate it objectively because then I got to report on it. Yeah. But when I hear things like, for example, this is something that's being expressed, everything's just fine. There's nothing, everything's good. Everything's improving. I'm a scientist. I was trained as a social scientist. I look at the data and I see people dying left and right. And I see where we are. I look at the charts and the graphs, and these are, you collect a mass of data, and you have to try to make sense of it and put it together. And I don't reach the conclusion that everything is fine. And if I came on this air and said, don't worry about physical distancing, don't wear your mask, it's okay, you're not, only people that wear masks are people that rob banks, don't worry about it. Go to that party, go to Sturgis on your motorcycle where there's going to be 250,000 people in South Dakota. Don't worry about that. Just get on that damn Harley and go, and don't fret. Everything's just fine. Nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. I would be kicked off the air, and I should. So I'm just saying, my job is to try to be objective. But when I hear things like that, it's hard for me to just sit there and say, well, let me think about that. I don't need to think about that. I've spent hours studying this, and everything is not fine. I wish I could tell you that. I wish I could say that. And that's why Dr. Bird being on the show is important. You heard what she said in that opening block. in that first hour, which she said. I'll get her to repeat it. And she's right about that. And I'll get her to repeat it. You'll see. But she is our guest today, and you're always the guest wherever you are. Here's Katie to tell you how you can get in touch, make contact with the show so we can connect.
You can give us a call, 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can also keep up with us on Facebook and YouTube, and you can email Dr. Garko personally. His email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. And you can listen back to the show on letstalknutrition.com if you go to the show schedule tab.
And when we're through this COVID-19 pandemic and epidemic in the United States, Katie and I are going to Vegas as a magic act. Dr. Bird, welcome back. Welcome back. Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll
So
definitely
share
get
with
a
the audience.
ticket for that act, by the way.
What's that? What did you say?
I definitely have to get a reserved seat for your magic act because laughter is one of the best weapons to raise your immune system. We have to laugh more.
Listen, one of my friends, she's a good friend, and we've been pals all the way through this forced march, man, through this program, getting this degree in clinical nutrition. I mean, my God Almighty, it is really challenging. And she said to me, Dr. Garko, you need to get a stand-up act and go to Vegas. Because that make her laugh. And I said, well, we'll think about that. Right now, it's not so funny. But, yeah, laughter is good therapy. Share with the audience what you said in the opening block in the first hour.
We have to take consideration because this school thing is a big deal. And yes, kids do need interaction with other kids. So not only, the mask situation, the washing hands, social distancing, we need to focus on boosting our own immune system. So even if we're exposed to the virus, we're not going to get sick. And there has to be a focus on this, I believe, starting even with the government, because people may not know what to do, and especially with the children. We should have at least a multiple vitamin and mineral supplement loaded with D and some C and minerals like zinc and magnesium and calcium, so that their own immune systems can fend off any illness. And this, we need to do this in the nursing homes. We should have better meals or individual vitamin packets. Why not? We should have supplements because not everybody is fed fresh organic food every day. They may not have the budget. They may be someplace where they can't cook. But we need supplement packs for maybe all age groups. And that is maybe where we're supposed to be spending our money. Let's get the nutrition industry involved in the immune boosting program for the nation.
877-897-8255. That's a good message. In other words, try to support people's nutritional status. And, that's where you feel you're gaining back a sense of control. People are upset because they feel like they can't do anything. Yep. And that this virus is just consuming us alive, literally. And so you got to find things that you can do that not only give you a sense of control, not a false sense of control, but actually contribute to better protection, better health, better balance, and a better way to live, in my opinion. So it's all good. And the Silver Biotics products are, I'm sure that American Biotech Labs, you all have that the factory or the plant must be operating 24/7, night and day.
Well, we have challenges, Dr. Garko, because of packaging. So much of packaging materials of all sorts has gone into the manufacturing of hand sanitizers. And there's been such a surge in that, there is limitations. So we are still awaiting packaging for some of the smaller sizes.
All right, we'll get into it, and we'll tell you about the Silver Biotics and why it needs to be in your hands.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all natural ingredients, Solace is not addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Sally Birds, our guest, is going to tell you about Silver Biotics and why the gel, the liquid, and in any other way delivery system that they have is something that really needs to be part of what you're doing to make sure that your immune system is stable and up, not necessarily overreactive, underreactive, but balanced, homeostatic. And the silver gel and the spray and the liquid, I'm going to let her talk to you about it. I'm going to sit back. I'm just going to let her share with you what she knows about these products, what they are, and how they can serve you best. Dr. Bird, you're on. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Garko. We just want to reiterate the importance of taking care of your own immune system as we've been discussing this show. And the Silver Biotics products are products that I've been personally using for many, many years, since, I guess, over 15 years now, 17 years, that I've been consuming daily, the liquid silver, because it's part of an overall immune protocol. It naturally boosts your own immune system without hurting your probiotics. It's a safe way to keep your system strong. That is easy, it's tasteless. You consume 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon a day for health maintenance. If you feel yourself coming down with something, you could go up to 3 tablespoons a day for serious things. You can nebulize it. You can spray it on yourself. You can even use it to spray on your mask coming and going from your events or for traveling or just going to work or even out to the grocery store. So it's a safe, effective, not expensive, very value-oriented product. Now, how the silver works, it's a unique type of molecular structure, so it has an energy charge to it. So what it does is it actually interferes with the energy sources of bacteria, viruses, yeast, and mold, and other microbes. So it changes the way your body responds to these things. So in a bacteria, it can actually just, it makes the DNA useless. So it totally negates it. It just takes it out within minutes of either consuming it or minutes of exposure. In viral capacity, it actually deactivates viruses so that it can't reproduce. So whether you're drinking it, and it's a great way also to keep your kids healthy at any age, including a newborn, or if you have any seniors in a nursing home or anything, it's such a safe and effective way to use it. You can use it on your food. You can soak vegetables, meat, things like that. Use it on cutting boards. You can use it in treats that you make for your kids right now. Say you're making some watermelon popsicles at home. We were talking about how great watermelon is for kids. You can put a little teaspoon or half a teaspoon in the liquids, freeze it for the kids. They've got a natural immune pop. It's very, very important to include this in your everyday regimen. With the hand gels, the silver gel, these act as a 4-hour barrier to all of these microbes we just discussed. So not only you can think of it as an invisible Band-Aid. We are not allowed to call it a sanitizer because it contains no alcohol. So it's just silver and water, and it's very clean. It's safe for, again, children. We recommend you put it on your hands, your face. You can put it in your eye, around your eye area, in your ears, even at the base of your nostrils to help combat, and it creates an invisible barrier to all types of pathogens. Then we have the throat lozenges. Oh my gosh, we have a vitamin C with silver and a Manuka honey with silver, and these are equivalent to 1 full teaspoon of silver with other nutritional immune support products in them. And 1 teaspoon, and this is according to science because they have over 425 papers and many patents, is enough to eradicate salmonella and staph. So these are serious things, and it's such an inexpensive, safe product to add in. If you're already using turmeric, wild oregano, olive leaf, vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D, whatever you're already using, it adds an extra layer of protection without destroying probiotics in your body, healthy probiotics. It only goes after the bad guys, if I want to put a Sesame Street term on it. So the Silver Biotics is something for everybody, especially in this time, and especially if our children are going to be going back to school. They're also, right now, you're touching computers. You're at home a lot. You're going to the grocery store. People's hands are responding negatively to all this alcohol that's in these hand sanitizers. And in some cases, we've had calls from some companies that small children should not be using hand sanitizer all the time because there's alcohol in it that can actually mitigate into the bloodstream. So you need to look for other things. There's essential oils. There are nice wipes without alcohol. But the Silver Gel is easy, it's safe, it should be in everyone's purse, pocket, fitness bag, even, travel, whatever you're doing in life. And the children need to have it on their hands, and seniors can have it. You can use it orally even. There's also oral care products. If anybody, God forbid, you have a tooth infection right now in the midst of what's going on, if you have other things.
It's all good. That's excellent. We come back, we'll continue. That was exactly what you needed to hear. Perfect. Right back.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. We are deep into this second hour of the show today. Thanks for stopping by. Dr. Sally Bird is our guest, 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Call that number. Katie will take your call, and we'll get you on the air and share your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas. I'm interested, always interested in what you're thinking, feeling, and doing. All right? Think, feel, behave. Think positive, feel positive, behave positive is a mantra. I have I'll have to go find it somewhere in my jewelry box, I guess. I had an identification bracelet. And I remember the day I bought it. I was in Pittsburgh. I lived in Pittsburgh. And there's a part of Pittsburgh called East Liberty. And I went down to East Liberty, took a streetcar, and I had the idea to get an ID bracelet. And I looked in the window and I saw this one, and it was really nice. And I had enough money saved up to get it. And I wanted to get it, not to have an ID bracelet, but to put on there that mantra. Think positive, feel positive, behave positive. I think I was about 22, maybe 23 years old, and I still have it. I should wear that and remind myself. Dr. Bird, welcome back. I don't know where that came from, man. That was
That's
stored.
a great idea. We have to stay positive through this, because fear reduces immune system. Reduces your immune system. So that's a great idea. You were a very mature young man to get that done.
I wore that bracelet, and I would look down at it, think positive, feel positive, behave positive. And that was a very difficult time of my life, and that's why I had it. I needed to work my way through what I was caught up in. It was
Mhm.
really hard, and somehow I figured it out. Figured it out, and that's what we have to do. We can figure this out too. There's there's always a combination to the safe, right? You just got to, you got to be like a
Always.
safe cracker. Go ahead, Dr. Bird.
It's wonderful. We do have to remember the things that we can be thankful for because mindfulness, gratefulness, we still have so much to be grateful for in this country. And we can't get caught up and get caught off guard. We have to focus on the things that we can control. And our minds are something we need to take charge of because with the media and being exposed to so many things that are unpleasant, we can easily go off track.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. I love that bracelet idea. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna after the show today. I'm gonna go get it. I know where it is. There's an expression that I have. I use it. I can't use it on air because it's got an expletive in it, and it's essentially like let it go. Like you just said, some of the
That's
stuff you
right.
just have to let it go. And I said this to my friend the other day, and she laughed. She said, I can't talk like that. I said, I understand. But she said, you know what? That that makes sense. You just gotta let it go. There's an expletive, and then you say let it go. You can probably figure out what that expletive is. It's two words. I'm tempted to say I can't. So here we are now, and we're trying to figure this out, as we say, figure out the combination to this safe. And I think we can. You provided at least one or two of the numbers to that combination and the use of these Silver Biotics products. Let me ask you this, and I never asked you this before. Do you think the Silver Biotics, the silver, the way the Silver American Biotech Labs formulates it and makes it, do you think it potentiates micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals?
Yes, in a way, that's an excellent question, Dr. Garko, because it is taking the load off the liver, taking the load off your kidneys, even your brain, because it can cross through the blood brain barrier, the frequency. So when you can do that, it becomes other nutrients that you're already consuming are going to become more bioavailable to your body because the path has been cleared. The garbage has been taken out. So, yes, the bioavailability, not only with this unique form of silver, because the frequency is so darn powerful, but also for any other nutrient you also take.
877-897-8255. That occurred to me as we were, even in that first hour, I was thinking about that. I said, okay, people are taking their supplements, their vitamins and their minerals, their micronutrients, some phytonutrients, herbs, whatever. I'm thinking, I wonder if the Silver Biotics would potentiate those compounds. And I said, I'm going to ask her. So I had a moment here and I thought I would. Yeah. So, in essence, what Silver Biotics is doing is potentiating the immune system, potentiating the ability not only of the immune system, but potentiating all of the systems. And it's
Yes.
taking stress off of all the systems, so to speak, because the immune system doesn't have to work so hard, and it's potentiating the nutrients that we consume. Am I gone too far with that or what?
No, you're exactly right. It helps it helps our bodies work more efficiently and younger because, as you said, it takes the stress out, and that's key right now. That's
Yeah,
important.
oxidative stress. Oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is when you have more of these agents, these oxidizing agents that are doing damage to the cells, to the DNA, you know, and other lipids and whatnot, and you don't have enough antioxidants to counter them. And so you got that battle going on all the time, right? And the immune system is caught up in all of that, and it can get worn out. And so you need to somehow take off, some of that load off the immune system, and the silver biotics will help do that. So, it's again, we keep looking, like I said it earlier in the first hour, I said, if you got children right now, give them a carrot and send them outside to let them play in the sun. Vitamin A and vitamin D. My point is, sometimes the simple things are the things that work. Silver biotics is a very simple thing to do, but it's an elegant idea and it works. We'll be back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. And I don't want to make this question too hard. Let me put it this way. How many, we're talking about silver biotics, and it comes, what I'm trying to get at is how many types of delivery systems do they have? In other words, is it a liquid that you can drink? Is it a gel that you can put on your hands? How many delivery systems do Dr. Bird, whisper in my ear how many there are. Whisper in my ear. Tell me. Go ahead.
Well, if you have oral and topical, because there's also lozenges. So lozenges, gel, liquid, and oral care.
That would be four. That would be four, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Four. All right. So the health question of the day is, how many delivery systems are there associated with the Silver Biotics product? How many different ways can you take it, in other words? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. David in Tampa. David, welcome to the show, David.
Hey, how's it going, Dr. Garko?
I'm good. Yourself?
Great.
What's on your mind, David?
Awesome. Great product. Thank you. So I was thinking, you have the spray, the ointment, the creamy things. I would fathom a guess of around like 4.
There you go. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. You sound like you're in your vehicle or in an airplane.
Sorry, Dr. Garko. I had to run up and purchase some gloves. There's such short supply. I was running to a store to buy some gloves, and then I said, well, let me just check out Dr. Garko on the radio on the way back. And then I happened to get lucky and get into the contest.
There you go. So you can use some of that silver gel on your hands. That's pretty protective, right, Dr. Bird? That would protect David's hands.
Yes, for about 4 hours, David. It's excellent barrier.
What I do, David, sometimes I'll wear the gloves. I'll put the silver gel on, then I'll put the gloves on, and then I put the silver gel on the gloves when I go into the grocery store and I'm handling the.
That's an excellent idea because once you put those silver on the gloves, that's excellent. Excellent.
Because, when you're in a grocery store or someplace, you're handling items, you go to the checkout counter, people have been going through there, you touch stuff. So that's what I do, David. But did you find the glove? Were you able to find some?
Yeah, I did. I called this, I called the store up and asked them if they had any in supply, and then they mentioned that they did, and I kind of jumped in the car, and there was only one box left. Go figure.
Oh, geez.
So I was
my
lucky
God.
enough to get it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm glad you're doing okay, and I'm glad you're safe. And it sounds like you're practicing all the things to try to protect you, yourself, and yourself and your family. That sounds good to me. Congratulations, David. I'm glad to see you're out and about and doing well, and you got your gloves. So give us a call anytime. Always nice to hear from you.
Always nice to talk to you. All the best.
Yeah, same to you, pal. Dr. Bird, so, I like having you on because you bring a certain grounding to the show, and even to me, and I appreciate that very much. You cause me to think of things that I normally wouldn't talk about. You trigger certain memories, like that business about the jarring that your mom would jar peaches and whatnot. So did my mom and all. And your mother and my mother sound very much alike. I think they would have gone along just swell. I can just imagine those two together. I've never met your mom, but I'm sure that they would have enjoyed one another. They sound like women that were of like mind in the way they lived. Um, I'm really grateful for you as a colleague, but as a friend, and for your contribution to the show. I know the people out there that listen and watch the show just love you. I wanted to let you know that's going on, so that you don't think that we ever take you for granted. Okay?
Thank you so much. You're very kind.
And somebody wanted to know how to spell astragalus. And so I talked about, you and I were talking about astragalus tea the other day. Herbalists that I know, Roy Upton, for example, encouraged me to drink a quart of astragalus a day. That I'm using this right now, but I get my astragalus from Mountain Rose, but you spell astragalus Astragalus, 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 astragalus root tea. You can get it in different ways. This is in tea bag form. I usually get it when they have from the plant. They actually take slices. And I have the actual slices. I love that, and I boil it, and the tea is fat. I make a big pot, and I drink it all day. They've been out for months at Mountain Rose. They finally got some in, and I'll order something today. Have you ever consumed astragalus tea, Dr. Bird?
Yes, yes. Usually I rotate it into seasonal things, but astragalus, yes, I've been using it. Well, the Asian folks for many years use it for immune system, and also it's an anti-aging product. It's an anti-aging herb because they've linked actual science to long telomeres, which they use to see if you're aging prematurely or you're aging well. And in traditional Chinese medicine, people would drink astragalus to stay well and to stay young. So it's a really important immune support product, and it works great with silver.
And this is the astragalus in the capsule form that I got from Mountain Rose, so you get it both ways. Love the name, astragalus. Love you, Dr. Bird. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. See you tomorrow.